What's up, guys? Riceballer here. And today I'm going to be showing you my one-shot sniper build. I'm also going to be showing you my assault rifle PvP build. Let's get into the build. Let's start with the weapons. The weapons I'm going to be using is an M700 carbine. It has prepared, destructive, elevated, and I'm going to be using a covert SRS just because it has brutal, deadly, and competent. Now you're going to want to have all the damage talents so you can have more damage and possible one-shots on players. And then, let's talk about my attachments. I'm going to be using a scope with headshot damage, critical hit chance, and accuracy. Now I've seen one with headshot damage, critical hit chance, and critical hit damage. It's just, I've never got it. Now for my magazine, I'm going to have 8% critical hit chance, 11 magazine, and 5.90% rate of fire. I'm only using this magazine mainly for the critical hit chance, more possibility to one-shot players. For my grip, 20% critical hit damage. I haven't seen one with more critical hit damage, so this is going to be the grip I'm going to be using. It has optimal range and stability, which is not too bad. Optimal range is definitely good for a sniper. For my scope, I'm going to be using a 17% headshot damage scope with critical hit damage and critical hit chance. Now I'm going to be using 4-piece ALPHABRIDGE with Barrett's chest piece, which drops in Lexington Event Center. It has armor. I got lucky with this roll. It has armor and stamina, and it has damage release and ammo capacity. Barrett's bulletproof vest is really good. I suggest you guys keep farming in Lexington if you haven't started farming for it. I'm going to be using an ALPHABRIDGE mask with critical hit chance and enemy armor damage. Enemy armor damage now affects players in 1.5, so I suggest you try to get that as well. Let's talk about my knee pads also. It has armor and it has enemy armor damage. That's probably the best knee pads to get. It doesn't have the best roll on it, like the stamina is too low. I could definitely get a better one, but still haven't found it, having no luck. For my backpack, you're going to want to have armor and ammo capacity. And right now mine has skill haste because I still haven't found one with armor. For my gloves, I'm going to be using Savage gloves with marksman rifle damage, critical hit chance, and critical damage.
Leaving the team.
For my ALPHABRIDGE holster, I'm going to be having armor, and these are decent stats. I could get a better one. The M700 has a new talent. It's called Elevated, which increases your damage by 10% when elevated more than 1.2%, 2 meters above your target. Now let's talk about my stats. I like to have a balanced build just for PvP. I have like 6,000 firearms, 6,104 firearms to be exact, 5,770 stamina. And with this sniper build, with all these talents, I'm still able to one-shot players while having a decent amount of health. Now let me talk about switching over to an assault rifle build. Now all I have to do is switch to my Savage gloves for assault rifles and put back the attachments on it. And I'm going to want to have magazine size, 108% magazine size, critical hit damage, and critical hit chance on it. Yeah, and this is basically what I do just to switch over to my assault rifle build. I have responsive, brutal, uncomplicated for my FAMAS, and for my second assault rifle I have tactical Mark 16. It has unforgiving, deadly, and competent. Now these are both good guns. The FAMAS is definitely better in fire rate, but in terms of damage, the tactical Mark 16 for me does a lot of damage. And I like to switch over between the two. Like the Mark 16, it's definitely slower, but that high amount of damage is definitely really something to look into. Like, find your preference of what kind of weapon you want to be using in the dark zone. And for the talents, skills and talents, okay. I'm using Pulse, Conceal. I always use Conceal. booster shot to give me that extra damage. Also, if you use these skills, you could easily just proc your competent. Excuse me. You could easily proc your competent. Gives you that weapon damage increase by 10%. For the towns, now if you're running solo, I usually run critical save, strike back, even tactical advance, and on the move. And when I'm running with a team, I just like to switch over, take off tactical advance, and just swap it for combat medic. Your super, you could use any super you want. If I was sniping, I definitely wouldn't want to use tactical link just because you're not going to take full advantage of the weapon RPM buff. Survivor link would keep you alive more, would keep you alive longer. So would recovery link. Alright, let's talk about my gear mods. I like to run firearm mods with armor. Now I know 280 is the highest armor you could get on gear mods. Just haven't had any luck finding 280s with firearm mods. Yeah, 256, 269, and then my performance mods I have first aid self heal, just so I can have better heals with booster shot and first aid kit. 6% first aid self heal. I think this is the highest right now. And oh, this one's 279. First aid self heal again. Let's talk about weapon damage. My FAMAS is being observed right now in the stats. It has 16,773 weapon damage with 90% crit chance. But Savage Gloves is not counted, so it actually has 26 right now, 26% crit chance. Targets out of cover. 83% critical damage, 121% headshot damage, 2% accuracy, 2% stability. Now let me switch over to my sniper build just to give you show you my stats with it. The FAMAS has a new talent as well. It's called Uncomplicated, and it increases damage by 15%. So long as you don't have accuracy and stability mods, because it will reduce the bonus. Now this is my sniper stats for my M700. My weapon damage is going to be 125,513. Critical hit chance is going to be 23.50, but add the Savage Gloves, it's going to be 30% and 30.50%. Critical hit damage 79%. Headshot damage is 217. Accuracy is 2%. Stability is 2%. Now, this sniper is one of the new snipers. It has, this one I got lucky with the roll. It has 170% headshot damage. This is the M700 Carbon. Now I'm going to be talking about my armor and health. My health is 173,100, which is pretty good since I am running a balanced build. Toughness overall is going to be 343, but it's going to be increased once I find that backpack with extra armor. Now, when I get that backpack with extra armor, I'm going to be able to reach at least 53% armor mitigation, which is definitely what you want to be aiming for. Aim higher than that, of course, but 53 I've seen is around the average. And yeah, this is my build video, guys. Thank you for watching.